Hello, welcome back guys. My name is Hector and today I kind of want to talk about sort of like working out and doing physical activity with the system on. So right now it's Sunday and usually this is my day where I kind of prep my head and kind of get everything sort of ready for the week. So that means like washing my system and kind of getting on top of all those things, you know, like conditioning it and kind of getting it ready for the week ahead. And although Sundays are usually busy, during the week it definitely is even busier. So working at a desk from 9 to 5 is kind of tough, you know, like at least for me, it's kind of tough for me to kind of just sit at one place and kind of be there for 40 hours a week. So I like to do a lot of things outside of work. So I rock climb, I skateboard, I play soccer, what else do I do? And now that it's getting cold out, and there's going to be snow on the ground, I'll be snowboarding. And I also go to the gym every once in a while. I rock climb more than I go to the gym at this point just because I don't know, for some reason I'd rather just be rock climbing. I know that for people who like sweat a lot or like it's or like have like really intense workouts frequently, it may not be like the optimal thing to do. But you can definitely work around it. So the way that I meant by not being the most optimal, I meant like so let's say if you always work out on Monday, if you were on my schedule, that wouldn't necessarily work because if I put Ghost Bond, so I'm using the HD111 system with Ghost Bond over everything. So I usually do that on Sundays and usually want to give it like 24 hours to cure. And that's the thing, it's like 24 hours means that let's say if it's today at like 3 p.m., you at least want to give it until the next day at 3 p.m. before you start doing sort of anything like physical, anything sweaty, you know, like stuff that's going to put moisture on that. On the system, on the glue. Having a system and kind of like being worried that something might happen like while working out, I think that's very, very minimal. I think it's very, very rare as long as you do give it that like 24-hour grace period to kind of cure and kind of let everything kind of sit. Because there was one time where I tried applying Ghost Bond on my hairline right before a soccer game, like on a Sunday, because it was peeling, and like you could see that the Ghost Bond, due to the heat and like the sweat that was coming off my head, it was almost like clumping up and like turning like almost like honestly almost like it looked like almost like dust, as if it was like, I don't even know what it was, but it kind of left like a residue, like a white residue. And I remember that when I got home, I was like, I had that on my head. Luckily it was like very much just on the hairline, so like it wasn't necessarily extremely detectable. But that's the thing, it's like, you never really know until you do it and you kind of test that limit. So at least like for me, it's like, okay, I can't reapply glue an hour or two before doing something intense like playing soccer and hope that it's gonna be okay. But that's what the instructions say, you know, on the bottles it says like, give it 24 to 48 hours for it to cure. And that's the thing, it's like I didn't listen and I learned my lesson, you know. But I think that's kind of useful for other people that like, if you do exercise like a good amount during the week, as long as you have the 24-hour grace period and as long as you use like Ghost Bond, at least in my case, like you should be okay. Like I really appreciate Hairsystems and I really appreciate Superhairpieces for doing everything they can to help me out and make me look my best. But yeah, thanks. Feel free to comment on anything. I'll try to get to that. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting a hair system and if exercise is kind of stopping you from doing that, don't let it. You'll be fine.